Oh boy, I can't wait to play some weeb stuff. Oh, hey. Hey man, you like fan service just as much as the next guy? Cool! Take a look at this! Really? Great, now I can't watch or play anything anime related.
Now the entire concept of anime is ruined for me.
You know the consequences of what you've done?
Following their success in changing Madarame's heart, the Phantom Thieves decide to go into mementos. I showed this to one of my friends and they said that Joker looks high. I kinda agree. Oh boy, more CGI. Gotta love this. Slime wouldn't look nearly the same without it. Where is this magical metaverse washing machine? And then they go to the baths. Now, it's actually canon that An doesn't go with them, but for some reason, probably fan service, they decide to let her come along. I can't really show it because of my channel standards. Let's just say it's like that scene in Persona 3 in the hotel. That approval rating is way too low for what it's supposed to be. Also, didn't the news say that a lot of young people believed in the Phantom Thieves? They seem to have changed up the design for Morgana in this scene, and it looks a lot worse. Like, honestly, what have they done? Did they just use the in-game washing machine texture? That looks pretty darn similar, like, even down to the lighting. Are they really that lazy? After they finish their bath, they talk about laundry and their economic problems. But oh no, exams are coming up and we gotta study. Except Ryuji, being Ryuji, doesn't want to study and instead decides to check his mailbox. Anyways, there he finds some advertisement for a maid company, and since Ryuji is a male, he thinks it's a good idea to have his friends come along and call the maid service. This is not gonna go wrong at all. I don't see how it could in the slightest. So yuck, that break-in sound effect was terrible. The in-game one would have worked much better, especially since they use it so many times. What's with that random threat? Yeah, she does like to abuse his use of the clinical trials, but kinda iffy on that. Why does Ren need to be reminded of what the fan site is every 5 minutes? A maid comes over. Thing is, that maid really doesn't look like the one we'll see in a couple seconds. They really can't decide on an art style. It's really weird. They keep drawing everyone's faces in these weird ways and then slightly normal and then back to weird again and then a different type of weird. But who could this mysterious maid be? It's none other than your homeroom teacher, Miss Kawakami. Yeah, I know. It's incredibly cliche, especially for a Japanese show. Anyway, she figures out your identity just as you figure out hers, and she, I don't know, just leaves, I guess. The next day you realize that she's in a pinch with the English teacher and decide to help her out. They probably didn't really need to add this part in, though. Ren and Ryuji go running on the school grounds on their very top secret running area that's literally just right behind the school. And to their surprise, for some reason, they get found out. And the old members of the track team harass Ryuji for, well, making it so that there isn't a track team. Ren then realizes that Kawakami might know some things about Ryuji, so instead of just asking her in the hallway, he decides to call the maid service. Why is he telling Morgana to be quiet when the guy on the phone is even louder? She arrives and she tells him a bunch about Ryuji. Now normally this time is reserved for Kawakami's confidant. I don't remember off the top of my head right now if they really go in depth into her problems. But if not, then they kind of just try and merge hers and Ryuji's. Doesn't end up going very well. So Ryuji actually gets angry in order to defend others, as we've kind of seen already, which is pretty nice of him, honestly. But others aren't as appreciative because they ultimately got hurt in the long run. Turns out they're trying to restart the track team, and one of Kamoshida's cronies is trying to start it up. That seemed kind of suspicious to Ren, so he went and checked it out, and yep, it was completely suspicious. He was going to try to do the same thing as Kamoshida. They go and tell the old team members, but this is a huge oversimplification of Ryuji's confidant, and merging it with Kawakami's just doesn't work. There's a lot of character growth throughout Ryuji's confidant, like most of the others, where he goes from being some prick who's annoyed at everyone and is abandoned by all his previous friends on the track team. This is supposed to go on for a long time. Like, they're not even supposed to find out about the track team until pretty late into the confidant.
聞いてもらいたい話があんだ。
Did his account of what happened really take that long? I know the hours fly by after school in the Persona series, but this is a bit excessive.
竹石、お前さ、どこ向
This isn't Persona 3. Or is it? Because they seem to think it is. Since when was Ryuji able to create motivational speeches? Ren did mention that he was out of character earlier, but this is a completely different type of out of character. The way this scene was treated, it kind of makes it seem like you're doing this for Kawakami's confidant. Also, why is she even there? Like, don't mind me just standing outside, listening to boys beat each other up. Kinda ironic how the most memorable part of Ryuji's confidant isn't even Ryuji. Ren has already gone to that place near the start of the show, so it shouldn't be given the new city treatment. Ren then proceeded to never add anything else to his shelf. After seeing Ryuji as a different person, Kawakami decides to let Ren keep calling her as a maid, but instead, in a move of comedic genius, he has her do laundry instead.
もう6月ね。
Well, that's a really weird line to end the episode on. Ew, more CGI! Ugh, that bit at the beginning was bad enough, but another one, really? In addition, why is he even in the Velvet Room? Just for Igor to say, oh, your rehabilitation is going well. Doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure they're actually using an unused texture for this. This is in the game files. It's supposed to be the back of a card, I guess. I think it's used for the animation when the confidant gets reversed or broken, which don't actually happen in the game. Nice attention to detail. Half this episode is just, oh, look at me. I'm Kawakami. I look nice in this outfit. And here we have yet another side quota to spoil the plot. Well, looks like the next guy is some guy called Kanashiro.